Find HCF and LCM of given numbers by prime factorization method. So let us learn with example. So let us find the HCF and LCM of two numbers. Example we consider like 50 and 35. 50 and 35. So we have to find the HCF and LCM by prime factorization. Let us take the number 50 and we'll divide with the numbers or prime factors in the order from 2. Which number goes the first with 50? It's a prime factor 2. So it is 2, 25, sir. 50. Now 25 is not a multiple of 3. So next prime factor is 5. So 25 goes with 5. 5 5 is 25. And 5 is the prime number, it goes with itself. So 5 ones are 5. So the prime factors of 50 can 2 times 5 times 5. Or other way you can write it as 2 raised to 1 into 5 raised to 2. So this is the prime factors of 50. Now let's take 35. 35, find the factors of 35 by prime factorization method. So let's start with 2. 35 is odd number, so it is not divisible with 2. Then go for 3. 3 is 35 is not a multiple of 3. Then go for the next number 5. You get 5, 7 the 35. Okay, 7 is the prime number, it is divisible with itself, so 7 ones are 7. So here you can see when you write 35, it is 5 raised to 1 times 7 raised to 1, the prime factors. Now you check here. In the prime factors of 50, the product is 2 raised to 1 into 5 raised to 2, and here 35 is 5 raised to 1 into 7 raised to 1. Now, when you compare the factors of 50 and 35, in 50 you can see 5, 2 and 5, and here 7 is missing, which is there in factors of 35. So I'm going to write 7 raised to 0. Okay. Now when you see the factors of 35, 5 and 7 you have, but you don't have 2 here, 2 is missing, then you write it as 2 raised to 0. It will not make any difference here because 7 raised to 0 is 1 and 2 raised to 0 is also 1. Now, by finding the HCF, what you are going to consider means you are going to take the factors with least power. So let's start with the taking factors of 2. Now here you have 2 raised to 1, here you have 2 raised to 0. So the factors with the least power, we can see here 2 raised to 0. So write it as 2 raised to 0. Next come with the factor 5. Here you have power of 2, 5 raised to 2. Here you have 5 raised to 1. The factor with least power is 5 raised to 1. So write here 5 raised to 1. Next you come to the next number 7. Here you have 7 raised to 1. Here you have 7 raised to 0. So you can write the factor with least power is 7 raised to 0. Now when you take the HCF, you know 2 raised to 0 is 1. 5 raised to 1 is 5 and 7 raised to 0 is 1. So the HCF is 5. The HCF of the number 50 and 35 is 5. Now let us find LCM. To find LCM, we are going to consider the factors with highest power. Okay, now let's start with the factor 2. Now factor 2, here you have in the 50 you have 2 raised to 1. Here you have 2 raised to 0. So the 2 raised to 1 is a factor with highest power. The same here you can see 5 raised to 2 over here and you have 5 raised to 1 here. The factor with highest power is 5 raised to 2. So right here 5 raised to 2. And next is 7. Now you can see in the factors of 50 the 7 is raised to 0. Here the 7 is raised to 1. So the highest power is 7 raised to 1. Now multiply these factors. So you get 2 times here 5 raised to 2 means 25 times 7 raised to 1 is 7. Now you see 2 times 25 is 50. 50 times 7. So when you multiply 50 times 7, it will be 350. So the LCM of a given number 50 and 35 is 350, and HCF of a given number 30 and 50, 35 and 50 is 5. So while writing the HCF, you have to consider the factors with a least power and you have to multiply the factors, so you will get the HCF. And while writing the LCM, you are going to consider the factors with the highest power. You are going to write the factors with highest power and multiply those factors, then you will get the LCM. So for this, how you are going to find HCF and LCM by